But things happen with age. But it's good and bad. I'm at that age now where it's totally acceptable for me to back in a lorry driver I've never met before. Do you know what I mean? If you're 20 and really skinny, they go, fuck off, mate. But I can go, you're all right, you're all right. Go on, go on. Whoa! Be careful, plods around the corner. Do you do that? Do you sort of be a bit more working class, a bit tougher with, like, people in boiler suits? All right, mate, yeah. Not too bad, yeah. Do you want a cup of fucking tea? Like that. Anyway, I wet myself. Good. After I came back, I told my friend about the wee incident, and my friend went, oh, you should have gone commando. What? That would have been less embarrassing, wouldn't it? So now I look down, I think, oh, I've wet myself, what can I do? Oh, I know, they're coming off too. That's as dry as a bone, Doc. Should have gone commando. Do commandos not wear pants? Why is it called... They must wear pants, don't they? Yeah. Why aren't you wearing pants? What? I'm a commando and I'm wearing pants. I've never heard that phrase before. I've never heard that phrase. They're going to see that. Just a little bit. Should have gone commando. But I am a little bit overweight myself, and I never worried about it before I was famous, and I'm not vainer now. It's that you read about yourself, and the papers need an adjective. They can't just say, Ricky Gervais, comedian. They say things like, Ricky Gervais, tubby comedian. Why say that? Why? Don't give them clues, let them make their own minds up. One said, rotund comic. Rotund? That's like a giant wombat. I'm not rotund. I've been referred to as a chubby funster. That's a gay porn star, isn't it? It's me, the chubby funster. I was jogging once with my iPod. Yeah, looking good. Paparazzi got me. Full page in the Sun the next day with the headline, iPodge you. Cheeky bastards. Dawn French has had a go at my weight. What? Oh, yeah? Oh, yeah? French and Saunders Christmas special last year. I love French and Saunders. I think they're great. I've liked them for a long time. I think they're really good performers. And I was watching this at home. Sketch comes on. Bubbly Dawn knocking on the door of a house. Inside is Jennifer going, who is it, please? Yes? Who is it, please? It's me. Who's me? Me. The little fat one with the big ego. She opens the door. Oh, I thought you meant Ricky Gervais. Good gag. No, it is a good gag. If you hand it out, you've got to take it. Comedians have a go, you know, it's fine. And she's putting herself down. She's lumping us both in. You know what I mean? She's saying, we both got egos. We probably have got egos. We're performers. Although, if Dawn was here, you wouldn't be able to see that. No. I'm joking. I'm joking. You'd be able to see some of it, wouldn't you? But it would spell Roy. Oh dear. She started it. No, she's putting us both down. She's going, we both got egos and we're both fat, and we are both fat. Different categories though, isn't there? There's different weight classes. Do you know what I mean? Doesn't tell the whole story. On a scale of too thin, average, bit fat, me, Dawn. She started it. It's not a disease. Therefore, it's not a worthy cause. Talking of which, I saw someone collecting the other day for ME. Not MS, not the crippling wasting disease. Oh no, ME. That's the one where don't feel like going to work today. Ding, 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 ding. Oh. ME. I apologise to anyone who suffers from ME. You're not going to have a go, are you? No. I do apologise because I've since learnt that it is a real disease. I thought it was psychosomatic, but it's physiological, and it's a very misunderstood disease as well, so it's easy to ridicule it. I suppose it's because the symptoms aren't apparent. It's not like losing a limb. They go, we're tired, and we go, well, how do we know that? And it sounds like a mollycoddling society that accepts this new disease that wasn't around 100 years ago. You know, you don't see it in third world countries. You'd never hear a starving African complaining about having ME. Do you know what I mean? Suki. Walk to the well. This is not racist, okay? This is not... I don't want to have my perfume contract taken away like Jade Goody. It got madder and madder, didn't it, that Celebrity Big Brother? I mean, it started off well. Opening night, H from Steps comes out as gay, and we're all meant to go, you're joking. And his name's Ian Watkins. I was like, where's the H? All these years, that must have just stood for homosexual. He was trying to give us clues, wasn't he? He was trying to come out. Or, what's your name? Or, just call me H. It's not racist. Suki. Work? Delicate stuff, this. One false move and I'm Jim Davidson. It's all right. It's all right. Relax, I know what I'm doing. It's the accent, isn't it? And I'm not very good at accents either. I'm trying to do Nelson Mandela. So I'll give it a bit of dignity. He's sort of high, isn't he? He says things like, Winnie, what are you burying in the garden? It's not racist, it's fine, it's not. It's an impression. People are very worried about that, aren't they? They go, is that racist? Can you say that? Well, you're taken the wrong way, particularly this year, because it's 200 years since the abolition of slavery, so awareness is heightened. But that wasn't the end of racism. It was still inherent in society as late as the 50s and 60s in England and America. And one incident sparked off the civil rights movement. A black woman called Rosa Parks refused to give up her seat to a white person on a bus. It was the law, but she'd had enough. And she was arrested. But then that law was changed. But she didn't stop there. She started sitting in those seats meant for disabled people. Unbelievable. Isn't it? She talked to the driver when the bus was in motion. I was talking about rumour and gossip and stuff, and I don't buy into it. I read something about someone, I go, well, that's interesting, and I think, it might not be true. And so I never pass it on. I never pass on sort of small talk and gossip. But I witnessed this, so I think I can share this with you. Me and my girlfriend went along to the final 6 of the X Factor last year. And it's in a studio in Wembley. And we got there, and we were greeted by this bloke with a sort of headset and a clipboard. He went, hi, Ricky, thanks for coming. There's some other celebrities in. Oh, for sake. I said, can I just go right at the back? He went, yeah, sure. Right at the back with the other celebrities. So it was fine. We were right at the back with my girlfriend there, me was there, about a yard away, Chris Tarrant and his daughter, and in front of them, Aldo Zilli, the chef, and his wife. And they stand you up when each act comes on, and you clap, and that's it. But I don't know if Chris and Aldo had met before that evening, but they were getting on like a house on fire. They were, honestly, Aldo kept looking round, Chris was making him laugh, they were having a laugh, they were standing up, they were dancing along. Chris had his best sort of lilac jacket on, he pushed it right up to the elbows like that. Yeah. And Ben did a Joe Cocker number, and Chris was sort of doing the actions, and Aldo was turning around and laughing. They were, oh, bless them. And it really is live, so in the ad break, nothing happens really. The judges get powdered, well, Simon does. And the warm-up man was going into the audience, keeping them amused. And on the night I was there, he probably does it every week, but he was saying, has anyone got any questions for the judges? And he went, little girl there with her hand up. How old are you, darling? 7. What's your name? Sarah. What's your question? For Simon. Simon, why do you smoke? Good question. Yes, Simon, why do you smoke? The others going, why do you smoke? And Simon went, smoking's good for you, dear. And they went, oh, God, oh. He went, back in 3, 2, 1. Okay? Next ad break, he goes, lady there with her hand up. What's your name? Emma. Where are you from? Essex. What's your question? Simon, will you marry me? And Simon went, why not? And they were, like, okay. As he was walking back, we saw Louis Walsh just tap his arm like that and show him something. And he went, what? Chris Tarrant's got a question. It was back in 3, 2, 1. And me and my girlfriend looked at each other and we thought, brilliant. Sometime before the show, Louis Walsh and Chris Tarrant have got together. Chris is going to ask a question. It's going to be a cheeky question to the judges. They're going to love it. The audience are going to love it. They're going to carry him down the street and he's going to be back. So, third ad break. He goes, Chris Tarrant in the audience, ladies and gentlemen. Hey. No, it was louder than that. I can't do 1,000 people. So he went, all right, Chris went, yeah. He went, this question's for Sharon Osbourne. You obviously married a very intelligent, articulate man in Aussie. That's as far as he gets. Because Sharon thinks he's going to have a go. So it goes like this. People are looking over it and goes, you obviously married a very intelligent man. Sharon puts her head up like that, looks at him and goes, F you, Tarrant. Everyone went, what? He went, no, listen. No wonder your wife left you. I was like this. Kids looking at their mum. What did she called him a silly biscuit. That means a silly biscuit. Does it? No, it doesn't mean that. Don't say that word. It doesn't mean biscuit. And Louis is going, no, Sharon, don't. You go, no, him. He's going, they're back and forth. And we think it must have been Louis' idea, because he was going, I'm sorry. Like that, right? And they're back and forth. He's going, what happened to church? He goes, you bang. She was like, Old Testament God. And he was going, what's the church? He went, listen, he said, I've known your hubby for 25 years. I'm not having a bloody go. Back in 3, 2, 1. The last act comes out. Everyone stands up, apart from Chris, who is like this. What happened there? I've just been mauled. I've been humiliated. I feel like putting the sleeves down. And that's the end of that show. And now it goes over to ITV2 with Ben Shepherd before the results show. And Chris is booked on that show, and he's doing his thing. His mind's probably not on it. Everyone was talking about it half time. People were going, what happened there? Was he going to have a go? Did he start off wrong? Did she take him on? She said there was a history. What went on? What was it going to be? Come back out for the results show, and we're all there waiting for it. I look over, 4 empty seats. About 30 seconds to go before it went live, they all came out and sit down, okay? Everyone stands up. This time, apart from Chris Tarrant, who's still like that, and now his daughter's like that as well. First ad break, Sharon Osbourne gets the mic, and she goes, I'd like to apologise to all the mummies and kiddies in the audience for my awful, awful language. But when someone belittles a loved one, we're like lionesses, aren't we? She gets a round of applause. I look at Chris, he goes, this is bollocks. Don't tell anyone that. You've been fantastic. It's great to, as I say, be in London. I ended the regional tour with a gig at the Castle, at Edinburgh Castle, and I was really worried about that because it was 8,000 people, and people were going, oh, he shouldn't be at the Fringe, and I thought, oh, I'm going to get a real slagging when the reviews come out. But they were all great, apart from one. I got a 3-star review from Kate Copstick. She didn't think I was that great, and she should know, she's worked with the Chuckle Brothers. So it's like a dagger to the heart when a comedy icon like her slags you off, do you know what I mean? Particularly she looks so like Sid Little in drag. I was worried about these gigs, you know. I thought, oh God, I'm coming to London. And yet the first day, the reviews were great. And one paper said, the most talked about comedian of the decade. And I thought, wow. I was flat. I thought, most talked about comedian of the decade. I was thinking, that can't be true. I was thinking, I'm the second most talked about comedian of the decade. If they ever find a dead bloke in my pool with a chair leg up his arse, I might... Until then, I'm happy with the number 2 slot. Not a euphemism. But I started and ended the regional tour in Scotland. The first gig I did back in January was Glasgow, and I had Glasgow so wound up about Edinburgh being the capital, I shouldn't have brought it up, that they wanted to come and storm the castle. They wanted to get in their cars and go and storm the castle, old-fashioned style, you know, like Frankenstein's monster. Ooh, get him out, ooh. I always think of Frankenstein's monster like the 19th century equivalent of the local paedophile. Do you know what I mean? Do you remember that name and shame campaign the tabloids did a few years ago, where they showed pictures of all the paedophiles they knew, and they go, there's one near you, and people go, yeah, there's one near me, yeah. Everyone's a paedophile. There's a bloke in the park, he's the